This podcast is from Morning English.
Standard American accent.
Flat and apartment.
Sweets, candy.
Cool started in California.
学口语就来早安英文。
Hello everyone. Welcome to today's Morning English. This is Colin.
This is Winter. 欢迎大家收听今天的早安英文。Colin, what's the difference between American and British English?
Oh, well, they're fairly close, but there's some differences in accent, in vocabulary, in grammar, and in slang.
So you use American English, right?
No.
Oh?
See, I have an American accent, but I use British English.
Oh, I see.
Look, maybe we can talk about the differences in today's podcast.
Right.
今天呢，给大家送个超棒的福利，早安英文会员课程的7天免费体验权限，只有10个名额哦。同时呢，大家也可以加入早安英文的 Telegram 社群，来群里和我们一起交流。社群地址和7天会员的免费领取链接都放在评论区了，欢迎你来。
So which English accent is the best?
Well, there is no best. Every accent has a locality, a place. So there are hundreds of American accents and hundreds of British accents.
Well, I ask this question because 很多同学就是来问我们这个问题。Yeah, English learners want to know which English accent they should learn.
Just whichever one they like. Or if you're learning English for a specific reason, like you're going to America for a job or school or something, well, then maybe you want to learn the accent they use there.
Does it matter?
Not really, but you shouldn't use too strong an accent. You should just try to keep it mild.
That's still not very helpful.
Well, okay. All right. Look, for most English-speaking countries worldwide, they use closer to a British accent than an American accent. But for non-English speaking, most are more familiar with an American accent.
Oh, yes, because America has so much media power. So we see the TV shows, movies, and stars from America the most, from Hollywood.
Right. And so maybe it's better for most Chinese to use American accent because that's the one that they hear or is easiest to hear quite often.
是的，很多同学问 Colin 是说哪种，其实 Colin 这个口音就是 Standard American accent.
That's right.
So are there many vocabulary differences?
Hundreds. But in general, we know all of them except for very, very local words.
What are some examples?
Well, how about flat and apartment?
All right, 就是公寓，英式英语里面说 flat， 像在北美我们都说 apartment.
Right. So the British will say sweets and the Americans will say candy.
糖果 sweets, and 美国说 candy.
Right. And what you put in your car to make it run, the British say petrol. And the Americans say gas, which is a short form for gasoline.
Yeah, 就是汽油。英国说 petrol, 美国说 gas, 加拿大说 both.
Right.
And we have Petro Canada, right?
That's right. Petro Canada. You know what an aubergine is?
Eggplant.
That's right. Aubergine is British and eggplant is American.
对，茄子这个单词，
Yeah.
茄子。
And when you're young and in school, we call that primary school in England, but the Americans say
Elementary school.
Right.
Yeah, 小学。
Right.
英国说 primary, 美国说 elementary school.
Now, these next two is a little strange and can cause confusion. So, trousers in Britain are called pants in America.
对，这个指长裤，
Yes.
就是长裤。在英式英语里面说trousers, T-R-O-U-S-E-R， 但是在美式英语里面呢，叫做 pants， 就是指长裤 P-A-N-T-S, pants.
Now, the problem is pants in Britain means what the Americans call underwear.
Right， 就是关于内裤这个单词
Right, so if an American says, I wet my pants, they mean trousers, but the British will think they mean underwear.
是的，因为刚刚我们讲到在美式英语里面说长裤是 pants 嘛，但是在英式英语里面也有 pants 这个词，但是呢他们说的 pants 是内裤短裤穿在里面的那一条 right， 但是在美式英语里面我们叫那个叫 underwear.
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
There's another one that can cause problems because of addresses, and that in England they say ground floor for the first floor of a building.
对，英式英语里面的第一层啊，就是跟路齐平的这一层叫 ground floor.
Yeah, but and of course American that's called first floor.
Yes.
But in England, the first floor is what the Americans would call the second floor.
是的，就是在英式英语里面 first floor 是 ground floor 上面的那一层，所以其实就是 second floor 是第二层。
Right. So you have to be aware of this if you try to find somebody through their address.
Yeah.
But of course there's a lot more than just those.
Do people get confused or don't know the vocabulary?
Mostly not because well, especially the British. The British, again, it's the same reason. The American TV shows and movies are so much around the world that the British have gotten very, very used to the American way of saying everything. Now, sometimes the Americans can get confused with the British ways.
Okay.
So, regardless of whether you learn British or American, you should speak with a general accent because, some accents are too broad, too strong to be appropriate when you're not from that area.
What about grammar differences?
Well, there are some, but, they're minor and they really don't affect understanding at all.
What are the main ones?
Well, mostly spelling.
Okay, yeah. Like Americans often have out the U in words like color, favorite, labor, etc., right?
Right. So in Britain and in Canada, I might add, we spell color C-O-L-O-U-R. But in America?
C-O-L-O-R.
Right.
Right, without you.
Right. They don't like you.
That's joke. So do you think it's easier?
I think that it is. Look, I prefer the British way. It looks right to me, but I was raised on it. But the American way sounds... the American way is written more how it sounds. So I think it's easier for a learner.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you mentioned the slang words as well, right?
Yeah, those can be really different.
就是说你说俚语就是在英式英语和美式英语里面差别还是非常多的。
Right.
Why?
Well, slang words start in a locality, like they start in one little spot. So let's take, for example, the word cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Now, cool started in California, and it was just in California, Los Angeles, California. But then it spread to all of America and to Canada and to English speakers and now the whole world. Everybody knows, hey, he's a cool guy. You know what that means, right? So it spreads, but some don't. So we look at one like fag.
Fag, F-A-G, fag.
Yeah. Now, in Britain, a fag means a cigarette. But in America, a fag means a gay person.
OMG, I can see how that could be a problem.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you really don't want to get them confused.
No.
Well, we're out of time for today.
是的，我们今天呢就粗略的跟大家讲了一下英式英语和美式英语从拼写到语法到俚语，还有在用词上的一些区别，举了一些例子。
今天的节目就到这里了，大家别忘了去评论区领取我们的福利早安英文会员课程的7天免费试听名额，只有10个，先到先得。最后，大家如果想加入我们的听众群，也可以在评论区置顶找到我们的 Telegram 社群地址，欢迎你来玩。